Well, hey everybody. It is 2021 Christmas Day. It's been approximately 5 years, 4 to 5 years since I put a video on this channel. And I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but there's a few, and you know, lots gone on in the last couple years for the whole world really. And of course I've had some extra stuff going on. My wife and I, we moved from eastern North Carolina to the mountains of western North Carolina, so things have changed since we started doing some kayak fishing videos. So, but I plan on doing some more fishing now, and I got a new plan of attack when it comes to fishing, and I'm getting ready to show you that here in a minute. I just wanted to let you know we're back doing videos again, so if you're interested in checking that out, just stay tuned and hit the like buttons when you like them, and make sure you get that bell notification click so that you can see when I make new videos. Not sure how often I'm going to make them, but I'm going to try to get back to making them so that we can share with what we're doing with y'all, and continue to do what we like to do. So just to give you an update, everybody, COVID happened to everybody, and since before that, we were living in eastern North Carolina. I was preaching at a church in eastern North Carolina, and that's why I was kayak fishing over there. But here, there's a lot of lakes and streams and rivers in western North Carolina mountains, and I'm preaching at a different church over here now. And my wife and I have moved over here, and we're serving there, and that's a great church, and we're happy to be here. And there's lots of good places to go fishing, so that's what we're going to do. And I made the switch from kayak fishing to boat fishing, like bass boat fishing, because well, I just turned 50 for one thing, and 4 or 5 years ago I wasn't 50, and starting to get too difficult for me to get in and out of the kayak like I want to. And some of the lakes out here are pretty big, and some of the waters are not so easy for the kayaks when you're trying to fish and do things. Some of the younger guys can handle it, but I could probably handle it, but I don't need to, so I'm not going to. Anyway, stay tuned. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna be doing with our fishing boat that we just purchased. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day 2021. Hopefully 2022 will be a good year if the Lord gives it to us. Stay tuned. I'm gonna get ready to show you. Okay. So over the last month or so, I've been searching for a fishing boat that I would like to use. And I first was looking for a pretty decent size John boat, or maybe even a tracker, bass tracker, small bass tracker. And then I came across this bass boat. It's a Stratus 274, and it's a fishing ski. So it turned out pretty nice for us, because we were looking for, my wife and I are looking for something not only that she and I could go on the water and enjoy the day and ride around, or we could both go fishing, or we don't have to fish, but we could also take a friend or two with us and just ride around and do whatever. We're not much into skiing, but I'm not opposed to dragging some people behind it if that's what they want to do. But anyway, so let me show you the boat. I'm gonna get this camera flip around and I'll show you the boat, and then kind of talk about what I'm going to do to it, and kind of give you some insight into what goes on around here and what you could look forward to if we get to be able to do our videos. God bless y'all, and I appreciate you staying tuned in and waiting for me for this long. And just a lot of stuff happening in life, just like everybody else. And maybe we got to a point now where we can put some attention on to fishing and hanging out. So just let's look at it. So what happened was, as I found this boat, I actually found this boat on Facebook Marketplace. A guy down in South Carolina was selling it, and he's been fishing out of it quite a bit, and he bought himself a brand new boat, so he decided to sell this boat. So I was happy to buy it from him. So I went down there and I looked at it, and he's got, I'll give you a quick overview and then I'll show you a few details. But he had put brand new carpet in there, and I don't know if it's brand new, but it's new. It's not tore up. Seems to look pretty good. There's a spot right there, but I think that's something hot got on there or something. But that's, you know, that's not the end of the world. This is a 1993 boat. It's in fairly good shape. I mean, probably it feels kind of, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it feels kind of rough. It's a bit oxidated. Oxidation is happening for this boat, but it's a 1993, so you know, what are you gonna do? The trailer was the original trailer for the boat when it was purchased new. So try to get over into these trees so you can see. I'm trying to give you a view without the sun hitting. So he's got these stickers on here on his on the windshield here, and when I get done making this video, me and the wife are gonna start taking those off. I'm not a big sticker fan when it comes to windows. So he bought these brand new boat seats and installed them. All 6 of these seats are brand new, so that looks good. And what happened was he in his ad he said he had some trolling motors that he would sell with the boat for an extra cost. And by the time we got down there, I'll walk on the other side and give you a better view of that motor. But by the time we got down there and talked about it, I kind of talked him into throwing in a trolling motor with the boat, because there was just a couple things that weren't deal breakers, that weren't the same as what he communicated on his ad. But I don't think he was trying to lie. I just think it was miscommunicated. So I convinced him to throw in the trolling motor. Well, what happened was he threw in the trolling motor. It's a brand new trolling motor. Here it is right here. It's a brand new Minn Kota Edge 45. And he bought a brand new bass tracker. And that's the trolling motor that came off of his bass tracker. But he has a different trolling motor that he likes better. So he just threw that trolling motor in with the deal here. So I was happy about that. And he told me he said all the gauges work except for one. And I was like, well, which one is it? And sure enough, it was the fuel gauge, which I think if it's the float, I think that's an easy fix. So, but we'll I don't know if you can see under there or not. It's got some wiring and stuff to deal with, and so on. And you know, it's an older boat, but the motor works. He fired up the motor and it ran. He also showed me a video of him on the lake that was taken in just a couple months ago. So I've seen it run on the lake through the video, and I trust that that's accurate. I don't have any reason not to believe the man. So one thing he did when he installed these seats is, so what happens is they screw in here to the boat, and then, but you notice this large gap right here. Okay, this seat is actually supposed to be up against here enough so that you can still open this, but it should be a lot closer than what it is, because here's what the problem is. And it's an easy fix, but here's what the problem is. When you open up, you see it's hitting the seat there, so I can't get my compartment open. So what I'm going to do is find something I can unbolt this and then put some kind of a block in there to make the seat move up where it's supposed to be. Then I'll be able to open that. Same thing on the other side. Not a big deal. Just got to decide what material I'd like to use. I don't really want to use a block of wood or nothing, but I might, if I do use a block of wood, I'll probably put some red carpet on it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to find maybe something else, maybe a thick piece of rubber or something. So here's the motor. This is not the motor that came on the boat, but it is Evinrude 115 runs good. It's been serviced regularly and ran good when I. The only thing about it was it's a cold starting motor, so it takes a minute to get it started. And he brought me he gave me a secondary prop. Got two fairly new batteries in there. There's my gas tank, bilge pump. I think I need to replace the bilge pump on it. I'm sorry about my fingernail, but these pumps here are for the live wells, and they're supposed to work. And then, of course, the other props over there, laying on the floor. And there's room for another battery that I'm gonna purchase to get to put my trolling motor, hooking it up. So I'm about to cut this tree back so I can have room for this boat. Might have to build a garage over here eventually, but yeah, this is a 1993 Stratus 274 FS fishing ski boat. And it's not a brand new boat, but you know what? I am not one that I'm not one that is interested in having the new stuff all the time. And you know, I don't mind having new stuff. I don't mind having nice things. But I don't think the fish know what year that boat is, and I don't think I'm going to care about it as long as it floats and the motor works and we can get where we want to go and get back. I don't need to be the fastest boat on the water. I just want to be comfortable while I'm out fishing, and I think this is going to do the trick. So this is going to be the beginning of the restart of this channel. I'm going to work on this boat. There's not a whole lot of work that I need to do to get it going. I'm waiting on registration paperwork to come back. I got to get a title for the trailer because South Carolina don't require registration and title for trailers, but North Carolina does. So we got to make that switch over. And then the first thing I'm going to do is those stickers back there. Me and my wife are getting ready to take those off of there. And right now I got the cooker going back in the back. I don't know if you saw that smoke when I started off the video. But I got the cooker going because we're going to slow smoke a duck and a beef brisket tip for our Christmas dinner tonight. So I got that going, and while that fire's going, I'm going to work on a little bit on this boat since it's almost 70 degrees at Christmas time today. So anyway, we're going to take the stickers off the boat. That's the first thing, and then I got some stuff coming that's supposed to be some good stuff for really just wet sanding and polishing and waxing the boat, just to get some of the oxidation off of it and just kind of make it look like somebody cares about it. And that's about all I'm going to do to that. And after I do that, I'm going to mount that trolling motor and get it hooked up to a new battery. Once I do that, I'm going to take it to the nearest lake to here is a lake that you're only allowed to use a trolling motor. So that's a good place to test out the trolling motor and make sure the boat floats and there's no leaks, and make sure that everything's in order. And I might work on that bilge pump before we get out on the water too. So if I do all those things, I'll make sure to make some videos about that. And then when we test that trolling motor out, we're probably going to do some fishing while we're out there, and we'll get some video of that and share it with you. After that, what we're going to do is, let's see, what else are we going to do to this boat? Oh, I'm gonna buy this little seat right here might work for us. It came with the boat, but I need another one for the back deck, and I might buy two high back chairs for the front and the back. I don't think I'm going to mind that one, but I might just want a high back seat to go with it. And I think after that, we're good to go fishing. As long as everything else is in order, we shouldn't need much more to go fishing with this boat. A lot of that restoration was done before I bought it, and I got a good price on it. And yeah, we're ready to make some fishing videos for y'all. So we'll keep up with the wet sanding and the other, and maybe we'll make a video, some progress with that, and maybe we'll do some catch and cook stuff when we catch some trout. Or see, when I fish, I fish for whatever anybody wants to catch. If it looks like the crappie are biting, we'll fish for crappie. If it looks like trout's biting, we'll fish for trout. If somebody wants to go bass fishing, we'll go bass fishing. Cat fishing, I like catfish. Any kind of fish that's worth eating, I don't mind catching it. I'll catch bluegill all day. So that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. But I don't know if we're going to name this boat. We might, but right now it's just the fishing boat. So we're back. We're in Western North Carolina now, and we're ready to do some fishing. And might do some squirrel hunting along the way. I got me a new squirrel hunting dog, so you'll get to meet her maybe one day and do some squirrel hunting before February is over, because that's the end of season. And maybe even some rabbit hunting. I don't know yet. And haven't done much deer hunting this year. Just haven't had a lot of time. There's been a lot going on with the church and my house and everything else. So we're doing what we can. So we're definitely going to do some fishing though. So God bless y'all, and stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button, and be another video coming soon. We'll see you.